to my channel. It's super early in the morning here. The light literally has just come in, and I thought I'd quickly get this video done because I've been trying for about a week and a half and I've had no luck because it's either been too dark because obviously it's winter now, or I just haven't had time, or I've just been too tired, or my hair looks hideous and I haven't washed it. Even today it doesn't look great, but yeah, I thought I'd just take this opportunity to get the video done. So today's video I wanted to be on the kind of fundamentals of a Montessori playroom, the kind of essential things that you should be thinking about or including if you want to set up your own Montessori play space at home. So it doesn't matter how much space you have, doesn't matter if you don't have your own playroom, you can fit in the fundamentals anywhere really in your home. So I'll show you kind of my top 4 for any kind of Montessori inspired space at home, and hopefully that'll help you if you're looking to set up your own. So yeah, thanks for tuning in again. If you, just quickly before I start, if you are new to my channel, then welcome, thank you for watching, do subscribe. My videos tend to be Montessori inspired because I'm a childcare professional as well as a mum to a toddler, and I love to do videos on play ideas, Montessori inspired play spaces, talking about kind of parenting. We're really eco-focused here as well, so I like to do videos on how to be more eco-friendly, you know, as family. So that's the kind of stuff you can expect. But yeah, if you haven't watched any up until now, then welcome and thanks so much for watching. So I'll carry on, and yeah, hopefully this video is helpful for you. So something you'll always find in a Montessori play space is a play shelf like this. It's basically a low, accessible, open shelf that the child can access with their play materials on. So the shelf has a range of different materials on there, laid out in a quite inviting way. So for example, I'll show you what's on our shelf at the moment. So over here we've got some cylinder blocks. So I find the best way to display this kind of thing is not completed. So take all the pieces out, same with puzzles as well, all the pieces out, so that they can put it all back together again, and then the work is completed. The thing is, if you display it completed, then it doesn't show them that there's anything for them to do. So this is the best way to display this kind of activity. Over here we've just got some standard building blocks. We've got some animals for kind of small world open-ended play. Over here I've got a little invitation to play, which is kind of autumn winter themed. The children are super into tea, making tea and drinks for people. So I've set up a little tea station here with little teacups, which I got from the charity shop, and this cute teapot, which also I got from the charity shop, which was like £1 or something, so I was super impressed with that. This cute little robin, because we're talking a lot about winter birds at the moment, and a few of our books have robins in, so we picked up this little robin at the garden centre yesterday, and we usually include him in with our books and reading and stuff like that, but they'll serve him little drinks and things too, which is really cute. And then over here, like little jugs, little peg people. These I got from a company called Imagine Peg Dolls. These are chalkboard pegs, so the kids can actually draw on them. They can draw little faces and little expressions and stuff, which is really sweet. And then just some little dolls at the back. But yeah, so I think it's nice to have a little invitation to play, to encourage their kind of imagination and build on things that they're interested in, you know, at the present moment. Down here we've got some more loose parts which they can use with transferring, sorting, kind of counting. There's loads of different options with these. My toddlers are 2, and one of them particularly is really into counting at the moment, so she'll use these and put them in little pots and count and line them up and sort them and that kind of thing. She's just kind of coming into that sensitive period at the moment. And then over here we've just got a shape sorter, and then up here we've got the Grimm's Rainbow. So we've got the smaller one over here and then the large one here, and these are the matching colours to go with each of the rainbow pieces, so they can match them up and line them up, that kind of thing. They play with this quite a lot, to be honest, and I've displayed it this way because it's easier for them to get the pieces out. It's actually quite heavy and difficult to pick up, especially for a toddler, so they might need a bit of help if it was in one piece. So this helps them take all the pieces out and take it to where they want to play with it. So over here I've got another invitation to play, because they're really interested in the moon and rockets and things at the moment, so it's not the best invitation to play, to be honest. I'm not amazing at these, but I just thought I'd put something very simple there, kind of centered around a book. So I find with our toddlers, they aren't reading and looking at books as much as they used to, so I've decided to put out invitation to plays kind of centered around a particular book that they are showing a little bit of interest in, and it's displayed in this way, so it's super accessible, and then they've got little things to go alongside it. So we've actually got a little moon, but it's obviously been moved, so I don't know where it is at the moment. So that goes on here as well, and then they can pick up the book and they can use their little rocket and do a posting activity as well. So it's always nice to kind of bring a little bit more fun and interest around a particular book to kind of build their skills. And then over here we've got a little plant, but that's the play shelf, and I think it's super important in any Montessori space that you have this open type of play shelf. I'll link this one below. It's very similar to the Kallax shelf from IKEA. Very similar style. It did have these boxes here at the bottom, also at the top if you look under here, but I took them out because I wanted to have more of an open space at the top. I might replace this eventually, but it kind of serves its purpose at the moment. So yeah. So another thing that's super important, I think, in any Montessori play space is an open floor area, kind of uncluttered, open floor space where they can bring their activities and resources and toys to play with. Some things, especially if they're building, constructing, and they are going to need a lot of space. So it's good to have this open area which is uncluttered, that they can bring their toys and play in. So we've just got a big rug in the middle of our playroom. I mean, our playroom isn't huge, but I've kind of made sure everything is kind of around the outside and out of the way, so they've got this big area in the middle that they can play in. So yeah, that's really important. If you've got enough space, then just to try and open it out a bit and have this big area for them to play in. So the third area, which I think is important in the Montessori's play space, is a seating area, like a little kind of comfy area for reading. So this could be like a chair, a little sofa. They do some amazing things in other play spaces that I've seen that would be awesome. But yeah, this is just like a little rug that I've put in the corner, a couple of comfy cushions, and then it's next to our kind of bookshelf. So we've got a basket hanging here with a couple of their favourite books at the moment that they can grab and have a read, and then a couple of extra books here that they can access. And then we've got our overflow shelf up here, which is where I do my book rotation. So sometimes they'll point at a book up here and I'll grab it for them, but there's usually enough here to keep them interested. So yeah, it's really nice for them to be able to go somewhere with a book and just get comfy and somewhere quiet in the corner, kind of out the way. So that's what this is for really. And then you've got a couple of soft toys, and yeah, this is used quite a bit, which is nice. It used to be, if you've seen one of my other previous videos, it used to be a canopy, which I've now moved to my daughter's bedroom. I felt that it was, although it was more cozy and kind of out the way, it wasn't used as much. And now that this is more open and it more spacious, they come and sit in this area much more often, which is why I think it's important to kind of observe your child and see if there's anything that's not really working in their play space, that they're not really using in a way that you'd hoped, or an area that's just a bit unloved and they don't visit very much. And it's good to kind of observe and then rejig, reorganize to make it work for them, which is what I've done here. So I'm really pleased that they're using it, which was the point. Yeah, that's really awesome. Area which I think is super important is some kind of seating area. If you've got like a children's table and a little chair for them to sit on, they can bring their resources to the table, they can have their snacks there, they can use it for messy play, you know, whatever they want to do. I think it's nice to have somewhere for them to sit, a child size, you know, area. So this table is a what is it, an IKEA Flissat table. So it comes with these covers here, and then underneath you've got buckets. So we just did, sorry, I've lost focus a bit there. So we did like a recent kind of sensory play around a book that we've got called Winter Wonderland. So we had like Christmassy, like warbly things and stuff in there. And then I think I've left one from last week as well in here, which was more like a construction one, I think, with vehicles and stuff. So yeah, you can use these for water play, you can use it for sensory play like I have, you can use it to store like art materials, pencils and paints and things, where it's all tucked away. But yeah, it's a really great table, it's super versatile, I really love it. So they come here, and sometimes they'll have snacks here, sometimes they'll just bring their vehicles, they'll put their train track on there and set it up rather than the floor area. But yeah, it's just nice to have a seating area that they can go to, which is their size. So we've also got, I've got a bit of more of like a free flow home. So as you leave the playroom, it kind of enters into my dining living area, which is all open plan. And then I've kind of put some little pockets of play space within the living area as well. So one side of the living area, we've got a little play kitchen and all their pots and pans and that kind of stuff. And then we've got some more books throughout, so they're on shelves and in baskets, so there's always areas that they can access books and sit down and read as well. So I'll show you that in just a moment. I think it's, as long as it's organised, as long as they know where everything is, I think it's good to have little play opportunities around the home rather than just restricted to the play area. So if you're kind of sitting on your sofa and doing some reading or a bit of work or something, your toddler might want to be near you. So it's nice to have maybe a little bookshelf there, or a little basket of toys, or you know, something so they don't have to be kind of out of the way if they don't want to. Obviously they can bring things from the play area to wherever you are if they want to be near you, but I do like to have the opportunity to see her play, even if I'm not in her playroom with her at the time. So yeah, that's something to think about. I'll show you the other areas that we have in the home as well. So over here we've got our little kind of play kitchen. I did consider having a kind of real practical kitchen, but our kitchen's really small, so I'd never fit fit it in there, to be honest. And we have a step so she can get up and help me cook and wash up and do things in the kitchen, so we don't really need it, to be honest. So yeah, this is a play kitchen. It's basically the IKEA one, but I took the top half off, and then I've pretty much kept everything else the same. I took off the grill bit and then I replaced it with this board. We've got like some little wooden scoops and little bowls. These cute little cat measuring cups, which we do use when we're baking as well. I put my spices here when I'm finished with them, so when they're empty I'll give them to the children to use. There's a little plant. We've got some dried pasta which they can use for scooping. We've got washing up brush and then some utensils. And then in here we've got more bowls and then cups and things. So things that we weren't really using, like metal cups, are really great because they're obviously not breakable. And then like tankards that I've either found in a charity shop or we had in the kitchen and we just weren't really using them. It's a good place to put them. Also, if you have any kind of jars, empty jars, you can fill them with rice or loose parts that they can play with in the kitchen as well. And then over here I bought one of these trolleys to put all the like play food, which was just from Amazon, I think. Super cheap and easy. And then over here we've got, I love these are Melissa and Doug saucepans, and they're really cute, really like realistic child-sized saucepans and pots and pans. So they come with all different ones. There's a little colander as well, which is adorable. These are great because they're metal, so if you have like a mud kitchen outside, they can be used out there too, because they're really easy to clean and wash and really durable. And then she's got a play kitchen in there, her play food, and then some more pots and pans and things at the bottom. Yeah, so it's just another area for them to come and play within the living room. And then over here we've got more books, and then we've got another kind of book basket here, which is by our sofa. So yeah, hopefully that gives you some ideas. If you're looking to set up your play space in more of a Montessori style, then hopefully that gives you kind of an idea on what kind of things to include and where to start. You really don't need much space at all. Like I said, our playroom's really small, and even if you haven't got a playroom, maybe segregate a little bit of your living room or dining area, for a play shelf, or a couple of book baskets, or a bookshelf, or a little seating area for them. There are ways that you can fit it in, even if you've got a small home. So yeah, hopefully that gave you some ideas and was helpful. And yeah, thanks again for watching as always, and do subscribe to see my future videos. Thanks very much.